Would you rather go on a Caribbean cruise or a snowmobiling adventure in the Rockies next winter?
You know what? I'm gonna go on the Caribbean cruise.
Oh, I'm so there with you. Hot weather the whole way. I am not ready for winter to hit. Welcome to Second Saturday, the podcast where every Sunday feels like a Saturday.
This is episode 51, and I'm Ainsley.
This is Dan.
And today we're gonna look back at our New Year's goals we set back in January to see if we've been following them or not.
Yes, I was thinking this the other day, and I thought, you know what? Let's go back and revisit that and see if we actually stuck to what we had said we were going to do.
Yeah.
We'll see if that's a big yes or a big fat no. But first, we would like to give a shout out to my mom,
Yeah.
Grandma, for this question this week. I love this question.
It's a great
Would you rather
question.
go on a Caribbean cruise or snowmobiling adventure? And we are both picking cruise.
Yeah. I mean, we both just love hot vacations. A snowmobiling adventure would be a lot of fun to see, like, especially in the Rockies. Oh,
Hmm.
it'd be terrifying, but like it'd be so cool to go explore all that. But
Yes.
I need the hot. I need the water, the beach. I need it.
Yeah. I have a friend, and my mom has a friend who goes to the Rockies every winter and does like a massive, like backcountry snowmobile expedition and stuff like that. And they jump off their machines and they're into like snow up to here. And he's got amazing photos, amazing
Hmm.
photos.
Yeah.
Um, it's just a nay nay for me. It's just a hard nay nay. That
Yeah.
wasn't even much of a decision. Granted, I do get motion sick, so I would have to deal with that, but I think I could. Um,
It'd just be full
and
of gravel for the whole trip.
I would eat gravel for the whole time. I would. I would have that every day. That would
Yep.
be my morning breakfast and my
Yep.
lunch and my supper. Absolutely, I would to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
And I like cruising because I think, did we talk about this in a previous one with river cruises?
I think we did.
Um, where you get to see different things from one position. And I think that'd be pretty cool to go, and I've never been on a cruise. I know that you have been on a cruise,
Yes.
but I have
And I'm
not been on a
going on
cruise.
another cruise as well in the following year. So
That
I,
you.
I'm just a
Oh,
boat person now.
well, maybe I'm gonna have to piggyback onto that bad boy.
I mean, you're more than welcome to.
You'll just
It's
see me.
not. I didn't plan the trip, but I'll invite you.
I'll be out there in a canoe trying to catch up to it, going, Ainsley, wait, Ainsley, we're coming, Ainsley, slow the boat.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness.
They'll think I'm like some weird pirate. They'll just water me down with some
Yeah,
weird
spray you with a
water guns
hose.
or whatever. Get away, crazy lady. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh my god. Oh my
Good question
goodness.
though. I like the question.
That was a fun
I'll
question.
take that question every day. Good question, Mom. Well played.
Yeah. Well
Well
played.
played.
Well played.
I'd be curious to know what my mom would want to do.
Oh, grandma. Grandma, grandma,
Come on,
grandma.
Graham.
You better
Come
tell
on,
us.
you gotta let us know. Would you
Can't leave
rather
us
go on a
hanging.
Caribbean cruise or the
Can't leave.
snowmobile adventure?
We'll tell you guys next week what she says.
Okay, or maybe she can. I'll convince her to write it in the comments or
Well,
something
she
like that.
can, but I'll still say it. Even if she doesn't, I'll call her and be like, hey, you need to answer this.
Look at that. Look at you go.
Look at that.
I love that. We're gonna throw it out to our audience. Which would you rather do? Would you rather go on a cruise on the Caribbean or a snowmobiling adventure in the Rockies? So please throw it in the comments. Let us know if you are a crazy adventurer who wants to be in snow up to here, or if you want to be, visiting all those beautiful Caribbean islands
Yeah.
and collecting all those little knickknacks for your family.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one? Which one?
Which
Which one?
one? I like it.
Do it. Do it.
All right, Ainsley, moving on. We're going to go
Oh,
back
yes.
to resolutions.
I
Does
feel
any
like,
even go back and revisit them?
I don't know.
It's a good question. People set them
Yeah.
every January, but do they
Yeah.
ever go back and think, am I still doing it? Do I
Yeah.
need to
I
like
feel
bump
like
this up?
it's a good time to look back because I feel like we're about to start a new school year. And I feel like that's when people kind of set in new goals again. Like, okay,
Yeah,
school year's starting. I want to try and do this, this, and this. So it's kind of like we're redoing it almost, but not really. But
yeah,
have we
that's a
even
good
done
point.
them? Have we even done them? So we made a New
Have we
Year's
even done them?
video right as soon as the new year hit, kind of reflecting about the year, and
Mhm.
we talked about some New Year's resolutions we had. So what was your
Yeah.
New Year's resolution, Mom?
Okay, well, my main one was to stay away from sugar.
Yes. How has that gone for
And
you?
well, I was away earlier this week. I had to go to a funeral with a friend of mine, and so I thought, well, I'll bring some snacks for the trip. So I bought the night before, I bought some 2 bite brownies.
Not
They
again.
didn't even make it into the vehicle the
Not
next
again.
day. Didn't even make it into the vehicle, Ainsley. Didn't make it into the vehicle. I had help with eating the brownies. My husband pitched in pretty good. But, and
That's
then,
awesome.
actually, yeah, when I came back from that, I also now have a giant bag of Sour Patch,
Yes.
candies as well.
So, are you trying to tell us that up until this week you were sugar free?
No, no, I wasn't, but I was doing well,
I feel
and let's
like you've
just say
like ebbed and flowed almost with it.
I have,
Like she
and,
has done really well and then she kind of falls off. And then she comes
listen,
back around.
I think I'd still be on it pretty good had we not had this evacuation,
That is true.
um, because like, you're living at other people's places, and they're very gracious and kind, and, like, "Oh, here's all these different fun treats and stuff, and
Yeah,
fun desserts and stuff like that," which I love. And so that kind of helped put me onto a slippery slope when it comes to sugar.
fair
And now,
enough.
okay, so here's a very interesting fun fact. I'm diving right into the sugar. The answer is no, everybody. I have not completed my new, but I'm about to jump back on it because, as you said, September generally
Yeah,
people tend to like kick back in. So I am kicking back in. Um, we'll see how long those Sour Patch Kids stay unopened. But here is a fun fact. So I go to this funeral with my girlfriend, and it's in another province. So we did like massive truck to get there. It was a lovely service for our dear friend, and but anyways, we go for supper, and we decide we're gonna split this platter. And I'm like, okay, great idea. So we're gonna do that. So this poor waiter comes over, and my girlfriend's like, okay, we're gonna split this platter. She said, but first, and don't judge me, I want to have your key lime pie. It's just like, I'm like, and he's like, "Okay." She's like, "I wanna have my dessert first because I don't wanna be full, and then I don't get to have the key lime pie." And he's like, "Alright." And I'm like, "Okay, well, for my appetizer, I will have a salad, and then I will have this platter." So anyways, she's like, "Well, here's my theory." She said, "If I have the dessert first, then I'll order my meal, and I'll eat, and if I don't finish my meal, I can always get a to-go container. But if I eat my meal first, and then I'm not hungry, and then I'm too full, I'm not gonna eat dessert." And I'm like,
yeah.
"That's genius.
It is
Like,
a
it's
genius
genius,
idea.
Ainsley.
It's super
Isn't it th
genius.
think about it. It's genius.
I'm thinking.
Because then when you go to eat your dessert, you're always already full anyway, so it's uncomfortable. So when you have your dessert at the very beginning, you're hungry,
Yeah,
and it's super tasty. And I'm thinking to restaurants need to pitch that
they really
because
do.
you're gonna sell more desserts, you're gonna make a bigger tip.
Yeah.
But we were also talking about, so we really got into this. And we're like, "It should be for 18 years and over. You can't have a kid go, 'No, I wanna have dessert first,' because 'cause they're never gonna eat their meal." So anyways, this guy's like, "No, no, that's fine. It's all good." He's like, "I won't judge you." And then so he brings it back, he goes, "But just so you know, my child would." So
Oh
anyways, we had
my
a big laugh about
goodness.
that, and I'm like, "That's a really good point." So then night 2, because we had to stay overnight, and, so night 2, we go to a new restaurant. We went to Montana's, actually. So we decided, okay, you're going to Montana's. What do you got to eat? You got to eat ribs. So we get a new server, and we had two of them actually because one was in training. They were really super awesome. And we're like, okay. They're like, this is what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna play out. We're gonna have these rib meals, but first, for our appetizers, and don't judge us, we want cheesecake. And so they're like, okay. So anyway, so that's fine. So we order the cheesecake for our appetizers, got our
Mhm.
meal and our meal. And then I had ordered a beer, and my girlfriend ordered like a I don't know, a whiskey based drink of some sort. They're like, okay. So they come and they bring us our beverages and then they bring us our cheesecake right away. So there I am eating my cheesecake, drinking my beer.
Oh my goodness.
It actually wasn't too bad because the cheesecake was so sweet. It wasn't too bad.
Oh,
So,
that's not a
anyways,
combination you'd expect to be good.
no. And so people are probably just assuming we're just there for dessert, for visit, whatever. So that's fine. We're pretty much finished our desserts. Like we're over three-quarters of the way through our cheesecakes. And I can see a different lady, bus person or waiter or whatever, waitress coming down with our two plates of food. And she's nearing our table and she can see the desserts, and I can see her she's got this face, and she's looking at the stuff, and she's looking at her face. I'm like, "Oh," I said, you know, "My friend, our food's here, come on." So we push our desserts aside. We're like, "No, no, that's for us." And then she's like, "Um, okay, because 'cause I'm
Okay.
confused."
Hmm. Hmm.
Because usually, you know, when you pass somebody that's got a dessert in their table, they've already had their main meal, but no.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true.
it's
Fair
a pretty
enough. Fair
genius
enough.
act. So, you know, evacuation, staying at other people's places, limited food supplies when I've been able to, you know, be back in town to help with my husband's business, and then eating out has not done well for me.
No.
We also bought mini chocolate bars
Oh
and
goodness.
peanut butter cups that had salted caramel on the bottoms of them.
Oh no.
To be fair,
Oh no. Too fair.
to be fair,
Too fair.
my girlfriend is a sugar fiend,
That
and
is
I
very
love her
true.
for it.
Always
She
has been,
and
always will be.
always has been, always will be. So with that being said, I do plan after I'm not being naive about this either. I still have the long weekend, the September 1st long weekend coming up,
Listen,
and I got a
September's
50th
not here
birthday party
yet.
to attend. I got a
September's not
50th
here
birthday party
yet.
to what?
September's not here yet. You have time.
I
You
know,
have time.
but
Yeah.
like I have those so that weekend, that long weekend, I have a 50th birthday to go to and I have a mixed golf tournament to be in.
Oh.
So, um
Oh no.
I'm
Oh
planning on
no.
September 2nd.
Yeah, that
That's
works.
what I'm gonna say.
That works.
But I'm home, like, you know, I am watching my sugar intake. It was just a whole hot mess. Listen, when you got emotions rolling through you too,
Fair enough.
you know,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta
Gotta
drown
do
it
it
in
though.
sugar.
Exactly.
There's my Matt Ainsley. Where are you at?
Well,
Are you any
my
better?
well, I don't know about
I'm
that.
just looking at
Um
what your plus, and I'm starting to laugh.
I had two main goals, which was to be like just generally, oh, sorry,
Mhm,
that was a hard one. More active, like not any like purpose, like I need to work out for this reason, just to be more active overall, like on a day to day basis, and then to also
mm,
create a morning and night routine since I don't have those. And I'll tell
okay,
you, I still don't have those. Um, yeah, being more active, I think it's almost the same as your sugar thing. I kind of went through phases, but I will say that like I overall, if I looked at the year, I was definitely more like going on walks a lot more than I normally would. I have, faced a couple adversities in the injury world this year.
you have
So,
sustained a few injuries too, which has definitely laid
yes.
you
And I've kind of had like my last three have kind of stacked on each other, like sprained my wrist, sprained my thumb, like wrist healed, sprained the thumb. Thumb, well, I mean, it's still not healed. Healed, sprained the ankle. So it's kind of just been like determining what I can do. But like before the last 3 months, I feel like I was making quite the effort to go on walks quite regularly.
Same about sugar. I
Well,
feel the same about sugar.
that's true. I wasn't evacuated though.
No,
Yeah.
um,
So, yeah.
listen, this
Yeah.
is our call out to our audience to be like, hey, if you had a New Year's resolution, go back and revisit it. Take a look.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you
Yeah.
doing?
I
How
think
you
I think
doing,
if
people?
I'm gonna just pick one of those to kind of restart in September, I think I really need to work on the morning and night routine. I feel
Yep.
like being active can come pretty natural, so I really need to get those routines down so that I actually have a structured day. Because I don't got
Mm-hmm.
one of those. I just wake up and then I just go to bed, and then just wake up, go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Kinda like me, I wake up, I eat sugar, I go to bed. Then I wake up and eat sugar and I go to bed.
I'm
Um,
for I'm working on a I'm making a video for us for our 1 year video because that's just right around the corner. And I'm going through all of our old episodes and the amount of episodes where I hit record before we actually like start the episode. And this
mhm.
woman's like, look at my brownies, look at my cinnamon buns, look at my brownies, look at this, look at my brownies. I was like, oh my goodness. I had someone the other day say, oh, your mom and her 2 bite brownies. I said, oh my goodness.
I
I said,
know. I tried to what I
that's your staple. It's what you're known for.
it's my jam. It's my jam. When
You
I
should put
brought them
some
into
jam
the
on them.
when I
Oh, like
brought them for this trip that I was just on, I tried to, like, sneak them in quietly so that my husband would see them to eat them. I got it bad.
well,
I
well,
got it real bad. Um,
yeah,
yeah. Okay, well, listen, I think this was good that we're revisiting this
yes,
because I feel like it's gonna jumpstart us back,
yes.
into what we had originally planned,
It's like we're doing the
and
like last 100 meters of a race. Like you gotta give her. Like we have 4 months left. Like
right?
yeah,
I'm
and
gonna jump back
you
into it.
you have a fun vacation planned within these at the end, kind of near the end of these 4 months.
Mhm.
So at least you kind of have like a big goal to hit.
I gotta pitter patter.
Pitter
I gotta get
patter.
my poop in a group.
Oh goodness,
I gotta get
not
my
the
shit
poop
going
in a
on.
group. You always have to get your poop in a group. I'm telling you.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Well,
So yes, and because I am headed on a holiday, I've start and there's a few things. So I'm like, okay, like, with this evacuation, like I wasn't really able to keep a ton of routine because of all the uproot, which is, to be
yeah.
expected. So like
Yeah.
don't get too hard on yourself, which I wasn't. But I also like my activity levels have also decreased. Like, I talked about, we were doing badminton for the badminton season and I was super active.
Mhm.
I try to exercise on a regular basis, but that all went out the window
Yeah.
when it came to evacuation this summer, because of all the displacement and all that fun stuff. So this past week and a half, I've decided to get back into that. My body is so
Yeah.
mad at me. My body is so
Well,
mad. And it's a combo of that and the sugar. So
yeah.
it's gonna be a combo of things. I'm gonna do it.
Gonna do it. Gonna do
I'm gonna
it.
do it. I'm doing
Gonna
it,
do
people. I'm
it.
doing it.
She's
I'm
doing
doing it.
it.
I'm doing it.
She's
I'm doing
doing
it
it.
well.
She's doing it.
Yeah.
She's doing
All
it.
right. I'm doing it well.
She's doing it.
I represent Northern Manitoba. She was raised out of whatever it is. Not Brooklyn, but I love
What
LL.
the heck?
Love him. Love him.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
goodness.
All right.
Ay, ay, ay.
Evacuation
Okay,
update, Ainsley. We're
yes.
gonna skip the
This
weather report today because
this
we
should
getting
hopefully be our last evacuation update for the year. And then we'll see you
this
again
is
next summer.
this is. So they lifted the evacuation order. Cue the confetti and the
Woo!
cheers. Yes, we are now back in our homes. Thank God. Finally, 6 weeks this go round.
Yep,
The first one in June was a week and a half, was almost 10 days. This one has been 44
that's
where
crazy.
we have been evacuated from our homes. So we're back. Guess
We're
who back?
back.
Back
Back
again.
again.
Jenny's
Jenny's
back.
back.
Tell a
Tell a
friend.
friend. Oh my god, we both said
Guess who
Jenny.
back? Guess who back? Guess who
Look
back?
at that.
Guess who back?
Back.
Guess who
Guess
back?
who's back. Guess
Ma-na-na.
who's back. Can I just
Yeah,
state, people? It's about 7 a.m. Yeah. Because she was in her
6 a.m. my
travels
world.
this week, we've had to do an early episode.
6
This is
a.m.
what we're like as soon as we get out of bed. Mm, mm, mm,
Guess who
mm,
back?
mm.
Back
Back
again.
again.
Jenny
Second
back.
set back. Tell a
Tell
friend.
again. Tell a friend.
Ma-na-na,
Yeah. So
ma-na-na, ma-na-na,
listen, I
ma-na-na.
could dance all day long because we back. We back, people. Yes, it is so exciting. It is so exciting to drive around and see vehicles in people's driveways. And we are going to come back to some semblance of norm. It's still going to take a while. Because everybody's trying to get back so that they can get settled, to get businesses settled
Yeah.
and all
Get the
that fun
school
stuff. But
year
man,
ready
I
and
am so happy to not have to talk about this stupid darn evacuation. We're in sweater weather. It's not even
sweat about that.
September. We're in sweater weather.
Sweat about that.
Um, And yeah, we've had like good bouts of rain, not lots of rain, but we have had steady bouts of small rain. We still do have people from Costa Rica here fighting our fires. But I'm not saying they're like
Ooh.
blazes anymore. They're
Yeah.
putting out hot spots and things like that.
I mean,
And that will
obviously
be on.
it's under control enough that people can come back, which is really exciting, but
Mhm.
there's still fires out there.
Yeah. And the same day that we were allowed back into town, the province of Manitoba has rescinded their emergency state of emergency, which we have been in
All
for
summer.
2 months. 2 months
That's
for sure.
crazy.
Almost all summer. So
Yeah.
it was for sure we were in 2 months of a state of emergency for the entire province.
Yeah.
So they have rescinded that. So we're finally.
Yay!
And to be fair, going back to this funeral that I went to this week, so we had to travel west to Saskatchewan, about 4.5 hours to get to the next to this place where the funeral was. And as we were driving, because Saskatchewan got pummeled with these fires too, when we were coming home, we took the route where the forest fires were going through, and I bet you we drove for well over 2 hours, and all that you saw on the sides of the road were burnt trees as far as you could go for well over
That's
2 hours. I'm not
crazy.
even joking you. That forest fire was amazingly huge because those 2 met up. Like, our
Yeah.
forest fire and Saskatchewan's forest fire, they met up and joined hands and
That would be
decided to dance along the forest together.
it'd be like roughly 200 kilometers for anyone wondering like just how far that 2 hours would give you. Like
Yeah.
usually like when we like get to I always tell people this in terms of the differences between like driving back home and
Mhm.
here, because back home you judge like I I guess the kilometers for how long it's going to take you, because like if you drive 100 kilometers an hour, it's literally going to
Takes you
be
an hour.
100 kilometers in an hour. So
Takes you an hour.
that's a crazy big fire.
Ainsley, it was insane. Like, and like, it's not just like it's just burnt by the road.
Yeah.
Like, you can go up. So because the fire came through and it burned, and I learned something new about a forest fire yesterday.
Oh,
Or the other day, I learned that when it comes through, because we're up in like Great Canadian Shield, there's lots of rock and stuff like that. So now you can see through because all the leaves are burned off the
yeah.
trees, and the trees are just looking like little matchsticks, black matchsticks. And so now you can see the terrain where the trees are, and it's all
Uh,
bare rock.
rock.
And I said to my girlfriend, I said, "It's crazy how that many trees can grow out of rock." She says, like, "No, no, no." She said, "I learned this last year during the fire season last year." She said, "When the forest fire comes through, it burns so hot that it's like searing off all these trees. It burns up the soil." Because
Oh,
like there's moss on the soil
yeah.
and stuff too. And she's like, "That's why you see the bare rock, because it has burned the soil off the rock." And I'm like, she's like, "That's how hot it is." I'm like,
I
"That's
never knew
nuts."
that. That's
So,
crazy.
isn't it? I thought it was crazy. So, but anyways, it was really neat when we were coming home to check out, you could see the train.
Yeah.
Um, but like you're looking for kilometers and
Yeah.
kilometers, like off
It's
the
crazy
road,
how far you can
the
see like
sheer mass of it.
into the woods when a fire's gone through. Like you can see forever in a place that
It
you
was
normally couldn't
nuts.
see 2 feet.
I would love to do an aerial, like, helicopter or plane ride over it, because it would just be. And my husband's in a helicopter every day. They're
Yeah.
helicoptering, um, to do their job, and they're north of us where, like, the fire was, and he said to me, he said, "Jen," he said, "there are parts of our trip, because they have to helicopter about an hour north of where we live." He's like, "There's parts of my trip," he said, "where you look out and you can't see anything but burnt ground." He said, "It literally looks like the moon." And I'm like, and I
That's
can believe it
crazy.
now. Like, to drive for 2 straight hours, over 2 straight hours, and all you're looking at is burnt trees. There's little patches
Yeah.
of, like, unburnt trees because a forest fire doesn't just go and take it all
Yeah.
down. It kinda meanders around, and there are gaps where there was, like,
Yeah.
trees, and then you might go, like, maybe one span where there might be, like, a kilometer, maybe a kilometer of a big area of trees that, kind of meandered around or whatever. But basically, over 2 straight hours of burnt trees. It's
That's
crazy.
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 That is crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. So it was a real eye opener.
Love
Um,
that.
to the forest fire because the town that we live in, although it came right up to the edge of it, it didn't when you're driving it, it just looks normal because like the
Yeah.
fire kind of came up and there's a big berm of like, it didn't quite get to the roadways that we're using or into actual town. So, across the lake you can see where the fire came right up to it, but in 99% of the town, it just looks like regular town.
Yeah.
So you don't really grasp the true depth of the amount of forest that was burnt, but that trip did. Holy Dinah. It
Holy,
was nuts.
holy
Crazy.
moly. Well, at least everyone's back now.
Yes. Oh, I
Yes.
can't wait. Um, yes. So now I got to
Yes.
get back out on that golf course. If
Yep.
I got myself a tournament to be in,
Oh yeah.
I
You
gotta
better
raise
get
my game.
practicing.
I know. So I'm excited. So
Yeah.
welcome back to all of my Snow Lakers that watch this, and really to anybody else in communities that are getting
Yes.
back. So happy for you all, and it's just so nice
Yes.
to be back. Oh, way back,
Yes.
way back, way back,
Way
way
back,
back,
way
way
back,
back.
way back, way back, way back, way back, way
Yeah.
back.
So
Yeah.
that's it. Now we can
That
talk about
is
weather.
it. That is
Yeah,
it.
and now comes the big swing.
Oh yeah.
Damn it!
Yep. It's
Oh,
coming.
I hate that.
It'll be here in just a week or two.
We're gonna have snow in like 8 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, sucks. I was nowhere, snow's nowhere to be found coming soon. That sucks for you, mom. Anyways,
Anyhow.
wonderful. All right. Well, we'll get back to our resolutions. Everybody else, check in with your resolution.
Yep.
Do it. Check in with it.
Do it.
And to my peeps who have returned back to their homes, so happy for you all. Enjoy.
Yes.
And I'm sure we'll all get together and have a beverage to celebrate.
Yep.
Maybe a beer and cheesecake. Why not?
Oh,
It's not a
you
bad
never know.
combo.
You
Just
never
saying.
know. You never know.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in a second Saturday again.
Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're here every Sunday.
I know.
Hey,
And next week is the big week.
no,
Am I right? Is it the big week next week?
no. It's
Oh, it's
actually like
not?
episode 53 is going to be the big one. Cuz like we're
Never mind.
going we're going off like the calendar and not necessarily the number of the episodes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I was just
because
thinking
episode 53 would be like week
one
1 of
year.
the new year. Ay ay
All right
ay.
then. Anyways, you all have a great rest of your week, and we
Yes.
will see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.